Gather round, folks, and let me spin you a yarn about the man, the myth, the legend, Luke Combs. Now, some folks might say he's as overrated as a screen door on a submarine, but let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Luke Combs, that strumming bard with a voice as smooth as a gravy sandwich, has stacked up a net worth that's higher than a cat's back at $20 million. But money ain't everything, right? It's all about the tunes, and boy, does he have them. Back in 2017, he burst onto the scene like a bull in a china shop with his debut album, This One's For You. It was like he hit the country music piñata and outpoured hits that had folks two-stepping from Nashville to Timbuktu. What you see is what you get. That record climbed the charts like a squirrel up a tree, topping the Billboard 200 and spreading like wildfire across the globe. It was hotter than a pepper sprout, I tell you. Now, when it comes to awards, Luke's been nominated more times than a hen's laid eggs. We're talking Grammy, ACM, CMA, you name it, he's been in the running. It's like every time he puts on his cowboy hat, someone's handing him a trophy or a pat on the back. And here's the kicker. The juicy bit, the secret sauce. There's a video out there claiming to spill the beans on Luke's secret life, the kind of secrets that would shock a possum off a garbage can. They say this info will leave you more shocked than finding a snake in your boot. So do I agree that he's the most overrated country singer of all time? Well, that's like asking if a duck with a bonnet is watching soap operas. The answer's just not that simple. But one thing's for sure, Luke Combs is as unforgettable as a bear riding a unicycle, and that's no tall tale. Luke Combs, the country music sensation, burst onto the scene like a tornado in cowboy boots. Born and raised in North Carolina, he's the kind of guy who probably sang Happy Birthday with a twang even before he could say Mama. Now let's rewind to his college days. Luke was studying at Appalachian State University, moonlighting as a bouncer at a local bar. Picture this, Luke, in his flannel shirt, checking IDs at the door, all while dreaming of strumming his guitar on a big stage. But college life wasn't his jam. With just 1 hour left to complete his degree, he dropped out faster than a chicken nugget at a kid's party. Why? Because he had a bigger dream, Nashville. Yep, the music city where dreams are spun like cowboy hats at a rodeo. In 2014, Luke released his debut EP, The Way She Rides. It was like a roller coaster, fast, exhilarating, and leaving you wanting more. Later that year, he dropped another EP, Can I Get an Outlaw? Spoiler alert, yes you can, Luke. Then came the big moment, his third EP, This One's For You. It was like a shot of moonshine, smooth, potent, and guaranteed to make your heart ache a little. And guess what? Luke's first single, Hurricane, blew onto the scene like a wild storm, hitting number 46 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Fast forward to 2017. Luke signed with Sony Music Nashville, and his debut studio album, also titled This One's For You, took the country world by storm. It shot up to number 1 on the top country albums chart and even high-fived the Billboard 200 at number 5. The hits kept pouring in. When it rains, it pours, and one number away. Luke was hotter than a jalapeno in July. In 2018, he dropped a deluxe version of the album, This One's For You Too. It was like getting extra cheese on your pizza. You didn't know you needed it until you tasted it. And those new singles, She Got the Best of Me and Beautiful Crazy, they were like sweet tea on a hot southern day, refreshing and unforgettable. Luke Combs hit the jackpot with his second studio album, What You See Is What You Get, in late 2019. This album didn't just top the Billboard 200 in the US, it also conquered the charts in Australia and Canada. It's like he threw a party with hits like Beer Never Broke My Heart, Even Though I'm Leaving, Lovin' On You, and Does To Me, featuring Eric Church. Then, in late 2020, he decided to give fans a little extra with a deluxe version called What You See Ain't Always What You Get, adding 5 new tracks, including the mega hit Forever After All. Fast forward to 2022, and Combs was still riding high with his third album, Growing Up. This one climbed to number 2 on the Billboard 200 and snagged the top spot on the top country albums chart. It was like a greatest hits parade with singles like Doing This, The Kind of Love We Make, and Going, Going, Gone. The album even got a Grammy nod for Best Country Album. Not One Direction rest on his laurels, Combs dropped Gettin' Old in 2023, featuring singles Growing Up and Gettin' Old and Love You Anyway, plus a cover of Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. As a featured artist, Combs appeared on a new recording of the Brooks and Dunn song Brand New Man in 2019. Originally released in 1991, the song was re-recorded for Brooks and Dunn's album Reboot. For his contribution, Combs shared with the duo a Grammy Award nomination for Best Country Duo Group Performance. In 2020, Combs was featured on Jameson Rogers' song Cold Beer Calling My Name, the second single from Rogers' debut studio album Bet You're From a Small Town. The song reached number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the Hot Country Songs chart. After dating for over 2 years, Combs got engaged to Nicole Hocking in late 2018. The pair married in Florida in the summer of 2020. Combs and Hocking had their first child, a boy named Tex, on Father's Day in 2022. Early the next year, they announced that they were expecting a second boy.